Next is the review we should have done last week, but we didn't want to give just a two-person panel on it. So it's Acolyte with Shades of Black. 6 tracks for 33 minutes, as covered. We had them on the show last week as our feature artist. This is the debut album from a Melbourne 5-piece, officially launched on August 5th, 2016, is now available via their online store and all good music outlets. As I said, we talked about it last week, but now it's time for the full review, and Dave's kicking it off.
Yeah. I've been waiting for this release in Turn Perceptions about a year ago, which I loved, and I was craving more. I've seen them live, and I had finally got some recorded music. This band is what Pink Floyd would be like if they were metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like Pink Floyd crossed with Porcupine Tree, or along those lines.
I reckon we all got a bit of a Pink Floyd vibe about this.
Yeah. It's just very hypnotic. It's a very unique blend of heavy guitar riffs and really creepy atmosphere. If you've seen their videos, it really brings their music to life. They're a very visual band, and love to see them incorporate more of that into their live shows.
I do think they do a bit of it in their live show, though. They've got the lighting.
They've got the lighting happening.
Yeah.
It'd probably be good with a projector screen at the back too.
That'd be awesome.
It'd be very cool. They've released 2 of these songs previously, Perceptions and The Message.
Yep.
I hope they do more videos for this. It's almost like a complete... It's not a concept album, is it? Or EP?
No, well, it's 6 tracks for 33 minutes, so it's a pretty short one, but there's no actual theme or concept overall, but the songs all tie together, and they cut
kind of
songs
bleed into
that
each other.
didn't fit. So that was the point. When they went through the track list and decided what was going to make the final cut, they were arguing over what was going to make the final cut because there was fan favourites they dropped because they didn't fit the context of the album being released.
Yeah. That makes sense to me because I couldn't pick a favourite song or standout songs because it's exactly what an EP should be. Every song is a shine. So, no filler tracks. I give it 8 out of 10.
Cool.
Well, my full review is probably going to be the same as my drunk review, just with less slurring. What I said was the production isn't bad, but I feel there was something missing in the middle of everything, if that makes any sense. I can't remember what I said last time.
You mentioned that last time.
I don't know. Maybe I skipped it.
Maybe.
The production on the drums and vocals sounded best by far, and well, if you've heard it, we all know I'm not usually the biggest fan of this type of guitar tone, but not bad for this. Some amazing music and vocals on this. The second track, Perceptions, had certain parts of the vocal melody remind me of Emmett Hot's album we reviewed a couple of years back now, I think, which had very similar vocal melodies and harmonies. Like, it's not just progressive rock, there's a bit of progressive metal in here too, which you can definitely hear, as you covered off. The closing track, Space and Time, is amazing. The atmosphere and vibe on that track is ridiculously good. It would send Jimmy on a spiritual journey, no doubt. I'd love to see him live. And fans of Pink Floyd and Rush would enjoy this, because I did. 8.5 out of 10, standouts for Perceptions and Space and Time.
When I started doing my review, because I tend to make notes as I'm listening to it, and then I sort of sort them into something cohesive later on. And I found it actually impossible to do that. I just ended up writing down descriptive words, and that's, I think, the best way to describe the sound. That sounds really fucking obvious, Captain Obvious thing, but...
I can hear purple.
But
I hear pink eye.
Yeah, when you start feeling colours, let me know. Them good drugs.
I can taste the colours.
Yeah.
Taste the rainbow.
Taste the rainbow. Jimmy's got the rainbow in his eye. But anyway, I found this to be haunting and powerful. It's a journey and then some. For the 33 minutes, this is a very rare release, and it is so well done. Memorable, all of it. The production is, in my opinion, awesome. The layering is there, but the space and depth employed sounds fantastic. I love how they've given everything just that right amount of depth and space to sit where it needs to. And there's subtle bits and pieces that come through at the right moments in the songs, and the accent given to them is done at the right time. So well done. It's old school craft albums kind of a thing, like just the ones that will really just sit down in a stoned room and just make a craft a full album. You can imagine this being a band that would play back in the 60s and 70s. This would be a front to back touring product kind of thing. It'd be an experience, the whole thing, and this album is great for that, with modern themes and production. It's for fans of things like, in my opinion, A Perfect Circle, Pink Floyd, sort of classic stoner or progressive albums, but the really classic stuff, not the ones that have come through these days over the last 2 decades, but go back before that. If you know, go back to sort of towards Iron Butterfly and things like that.
Good progressive, not
yeah.
not,
Rush was a good one to put as
not cringeworthy progressive like Dream Theater.
Yeah, and not overly technical or anything, but it's just the
Yeah.
atmosphere is important and the performances are important, not the how much you can show off is important.
Yeah.
That's not done on this at all. Everything sits where it's supposed to.
Yeah, more prog albums need to be like this.
Exactly,
I reckon,
yeah, I agree. I reckon
Like the
this should be a
Cheramaze one as
trendsetter.
well.
Yeah, these two bands should be sort of paving the way for a lot of bands that want to do this sort of music.
Definitely.
But this is heavier and darker overall with an amazing woman out front with the vocals. Space and writing is amazing. The thing is that you can use all these words to describe it that I'm using, but you can never quite hit the mark because it's very hard to tie it down in one particular term.
What I forgot to mention, sorry, they kind of remind me of Black Mayday.
Yeah. That's actually a good point. Check out that old review online. Jimmy's got enough to do with something. Hang on, I'm not done yet, Jimmy. This certainly stands out, in my opinion, as one of the most intriguing listens I've found since doing the show. Immersive. Just put it on, let it take you away. You've got to see him live. It's very important to do so. With this, it's the right thing. Like you were saying, Dave, you can't stop or pick tracks on this thing. The whole thing is an experience. I love it. It's so well done and it all makes sense. If you get and enjoy this style of music, you will really love this. If you won't, you'll probably struggle, but if you get this style of music, you'll really enjoy it. 9.5 out of 10. I love the whole fucking thing. You want to do something quickly?
No, I just wanted to say 8.5. 8.5 out of 10. It's great.
And his eye looks like Satan's butthole.
And we'll move along.